Hi there, Lisa here, and starting my February setup. I think that's one thing with bullet journaling, your months come around really quickly. I hope wherever you are in the world you're safe and well, and those around you are safe too. Here in the UK, it's mid-January at the moment, and we're all in lockdown again. But that gives lots of time to catch up with my February spread. So doing a cover page this month, which is something new for me. And being February, I decided that there's got to be some hearts somewhere, hasn't there? So what better place than a cover page? And it's a similar setup that I think I pinched this off a YouTube video, but really liked how it looks, so thought I'd give it a go. Quite simple really, but I think quite effective as well. So new in my stationery stash this month, I purchased some Crayola Supertips. And so I'm still learning how to use them, but because of the way the nibs are on these, depending on the angle of how you hold the pen determines whether you get a thick line or a thin line. And absolutely loving them so far. You'll see that I do keep checking whether there's any bleed, because it's the first time I've used them in my bullet journal. But my bullet journal is 120 GSM, and they didn't bleed at all. So far with using these, I'm really pleased. So you can see I'm going on to the thinner tip. Just by holding the pen at a different angle, you can get a more refined line. Going in with the same colour that I've done the lettering. And just randomly scattering the colour. Checking the bleed again, but it was absolutely fine. Really pleased with it. And now going in with the grey. I thought I'd test myself as well, going in with a pink now. I tend to stick to one or two colours, but I thought I'd try 3 different colours, and I like the way that turned out. So on to my next page, which is my calendar page. And over the months I've gone for big 1-pages or 2-page spreads that I did for December, but I thought I'd keep it simple this month. And I don't know how often it happens, but we've got the 1st of February starts on a Monday, so we've got 4 equal weeks. As you see, just going in with the small boxes for the 4 weeks in the month. Nice and even, isn't it? So this is where I can show, so I'm holding the super tip at an angle, so I'm getting the thick line, and then I go back over holding the pen more upright, which gives me a slightly thinner line, which I think looks quite effective. And then again using the thinner nib for a main events title. Again checking the bleeding, and there isn't any, which is fantastic. As I say, on 120 GSM paper there's no bleed at all, which is great. I don't know how some of the darker colours might fare. I'll try some of those. So as I say, just really simple calendar page. And next, for anyone that's seen any of my other videos, this is, I put a fairly big box in, and this is I've called it my to-do list, my don't forget list. If you're into get things done, this effectively is my inbox. So everything goes here first, and then I decide whether it's going into monthly, weekly, or into the future log, if it's next month or further ahead. And this month I decided to call this page Forget Me Not, just for something different. And across the 2 pages I wanted to pull in the 3 different colours that I'd use in my cover page. So pulling the pink through for this title for something different. I don't really do themes for my monthlies, and you'll see with the next few pages I change up the colour. But ultimately I love my pinks and purples. So as I say, really loving the Crayola Supertips. No issues with, I think because you've got the thick and the thin line option, no issues with them so far. So on to my next page, going in with my Pigma Micron. I do love these. They're archival ink, so they don't bleed or blend into your colours. They dry really quickly as well and don't smear. So again, for anyone that's seen any of my previous videos, I do like my boxes, and that's what I'm populating here. So with my bills page, I capture what needs paying, how much needs paying, and then the final column is the date that I've actually paid it. So through the month I can check this page, make sure things are paid, and then see what's outstanding, just to stay on top of my monthly goings. So I'm going, just tidying up with the white gel pen there where I've gone over the line slightly. I'm a bit fussy like that. So just putting the titles in for the columns. And going in with my Tombow this time. I do love this colour. And again, if you've not used Tombows before, this is quite a dark colour, but there's no bleed. There's a little bit of shadowing with this one, but no bleed on 120 GSM, which is great. So I often refer to my setups as minimalist, purely because I do take a bit of time on the lettering, but other than that I just decorate with washi tape. I can't draw to save my life, so I don't even try. But I think I still manage to make my pages pop. And then onto my meal planner, and I've said before, I do, so this is for evening meals only, and I plan for the month, and initially I will write things in pencil, and then when I'm doing my weekly shop, that's when I'll put it in pen. So this is just a box for each day, so capturing evening meal only. And again, pulling that purple through. Days of the month. And then in with a little bit more washi tape at the bottom. And there we go. So this is my monthly review page. Last month I had a separate gratitude page, and which is fine, that worked, but actually I like the additional space, so each day will have 2 lines across each page, so it gives me, I can write a bit more in, because I love reading these pages back. I love going back over the months and reading through, so it's nice just to have that extra space, put a little something extra in that reminds you of that day. And to be fair, you can capture reflections and gratitude with the space that this spread gives you. And again, like my boxes. And you can see how much space you get for each day, which is great. Nice and even with the 28 days of the month. It always bothers me with a 31-day month that you get that uneven spread, but that's just me. Going in with, I think this colour is called Blush, really nice colour. Days of the month. And you'll see from this spread in particular what a difference washi tape makes to a spread. And that there isn't an absolute need. Don't get me wrong, I love watching people who doodle and the more artistic based bullet journals. I love seeing those videos. But yeah, outside my capability. But I think washi tape makes a difference. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please leave me a comment below. I love hearing from you. My next video is my trackers for the month of February. So I hope to see you very soon.